The following is a presentation of the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the Seymour-Hannah Sports and Entertainment Center for Game 4 of the Sutherland Cup Final, powered by Collins Clothiers, as the Chatham Maroons come to town looking to take a commanding 3-1 series lead against the St. Catharines Falcons. In Game 3, it was another 7-3 win for Chatham. They took the lead a minute and 3 seconds in and never gave it up. In that game, Connor Hunt scored 2 goals and added 2 assists for 4 points to get to 19 in 22 playoff games. Also with 4 points in that game was Dylan Richter. Richter has led the team in scoring all playoffs long, and after his goal and 3 assists on Tuesday, he's up to 28 points in the postseason. In goal, Chatham sends out Gannon Hunter. Hunter is 14-8 these playoffs with a .308 goals against and a .912 save percentage. In Game 3, Hunter stopped 28 out of 31 shots that he had to face in his winning effort. On the flip side, the Falcons are trying to tie the series. Trent Valancourt has had a big impact for the Falcons so far. He scored their first goal of Game 3 and has been a shutdown force, making big plays and throwing big hits all series long. Up front, Calvin Petrovsky will look to score a big goal in Game 4 again. Petrovsky had a pair of goals in Game 4 of the East Final in Fort Erie. In goal, Hayden Jeffrey gets the nod once again for St. Catharines. Jeffrey stopped 42 shots in Game 3, fighting through traffic and deflections throughout the game. Prior to this one, let's get to our coaches' comments. Here's Tyler Bealby of the St. Catharines Falcons and Richard Santos of the Chatham Maroons.
Couple changes coming in tonight, of course, with some suspensions we're dealing with. So Cal's playing with some guys tonight that have been the odd man out in the series, and in particular, our Australian boy Suker, who's been living across the world, hasn't been able to draw in yet. So lots of energy coming out of those guys. They want to get in. They want to help us contribute, and I think Cal's got to lead them the right way, because he's been in the fire already, whereas they're going to learn what the fire looks like tonight. You have to have a short-term memory, but we can't forget the things that got us into trouble. And so, there's a little bit of a narrative being painted that, that they're playing with some speed and some skill, and we're out there, just throwing our bodies around. I mean, I'm confident in my team. They're one of the top scoring teams in the province all year, a lot of skill. So the message is we're going to go play hockey. Let's play confident. Let's play with possession and really get to that net.
We preach discipline since game 1 of the regular season. It's discipline in routes, discipline in finishing our hits, discipline in finishing our chances. It's not just discipline in staying out of the box. It's discipline as a whole. And I think tonight's going to be the same thing. We're going to stick to our game plan. Chatham's going to play Chatham Maroon hockey, and it's going to be up to St. Catharines of what they do. They come out wanting to throw headshots and go to the box, then we'll capitalize on that. If they want to play a game of hockey that they're going to come ready to play, then it could go either way. So I'm not sure what we're going to expect, but I know as a Chatham Maroons club, we're going to come out with everything we have.
Tonight, Chatham tries to take a commanding 3-1 series lead and put themselves on the brink of a championship, while St. Catharines looks to get back on equal footing ahead of Game 5 tomorrow night. It's the Falcons, it's the Maroons, it's Game 4, the Sutherland Cup Final, and Puck Drop is next on 519 Sports. Slips past Lowe, goes to Fort Chase Smith, tried to go between his legs. It's back onto the stick of Lowe. Now Dewar a shot, and an early glove save for Gannon Hunter as he flashes the leather 21 seconds in. Now towards Marcus Harris. Harris to Dallas Hibbert. Hibbert into the corner, flips it ahead. Now Kuchar back on it at center. Carter Kuchar looks to escape the pressure. Gets it up the boards for Truby, and he gets decked by Dallas Hibbert over the St. Catharines blue line. Speeding down the wing here, Poirier. Poirier to the corner, had Muti open out front, never got the pass to him. Trent Gates back on it. Gates looking for an option. Cross-ice Gualteri! Gannon Hunter got across and made a big save for Chatham to keep this one scoreless. Face-off won by Chatham. Fort Chase Smith with it. Played it off the skate of Bassick. Muti left it there. Gates into the corner, fires! Scores! Trent Gates, what a move! And he fires it home to give the Falcons the lead. It's 1-0 St. Catharines, 6:08 into the first period. It'll come back now. Petrovsky off the wall looking for Suker. Van Netten Plays it back in. Chadwick, sharp angle, LaChance. LaChance centers Richter. Oh, he rung the post. What a chance for Dylan Richter in the slot, but he hit the iron. Face off won by Chatham. Matheson tried to sweep it in. Hibbert goes off the boards. Here's Dewar. Low, wide open. He hit the post. Unbelievable. Cam Lowe with time and space, but rung the iron. And it remains a 1-0 game. Van Netten for Truby. Truby into the corner. Stick handles. Truby looking for an option. Plays it down low for Campbell. Missed the pass. Hibbert goes up the wall. Moore. Moore's out to center. Fires it cross ice. Low over the blue line. Threads it to Dewar. He scores! Trayson Dewar. His third goal of the series. The Falcons take a 2-goal lead. It's 2-0 St. Catharines, not even halfway through the first. Marcus Harris sends a pass. Dimitro goes off the boards. Harris a deflection. It's out to center. Zanuto can't find it. Mustafi lifts the stick of Harding. He's in. Ali Mustafi makes the move. He gets hauled down. That's going to be a penalty on Chatham. Mustafi down to the corner. Burnham and Harding with him. Holding the penalty. Gates back to Sam Muty. Muty leaves for Harris. Marcus Harris sends a pass towards Gates. Now back in, Forrest. Forrest into the corner. Drops it back for Muty. Muty throws it on goal! And he scores! It's a power play goal for the Falcons, their first of the series. And Sam Muty finds the back of the net. So Chatham making a goaltending change halfway through the first. Sammy DeBlasi now into the game for the Maroons. Chadwick battles with Fisher. It'll come back now to Gualteri. Luke Gualteri sends a feed through to center. Suker. Now it'll be taken by Bassick for LaChance for Chadwick. Trying to get it to Richter. Backhand shot. Rebound there. Loose in the crease. Looking for it and they score! Chatham gets one back. It's Ian LaChance. Back-to-back games with a goal. And the Maroons are on the board. Less than a minute later, it's 3-1. After it now, Van Netten. Ryan Van Netten sends a pass to Connor Hunt. Hunt skates in over the blue line. Hunt drops it back. Matheson in the slot. He hit the post. It's the second post that the Maroons have hit in this first period. Poirier. His shot blocked there by Burnham. Burnham out to center. Connor Hunt taken down by Valancourt. Here's Zanuto. Edgar streaking. Zanuto's shot stopped by Hayden Jeffrey, and he'll hold on, but a penalty coming up to the St. Catharines Falcons, and so Chatham will get its first power play this game. Into the corner. Van Netten a shot saved by Jeffrey. Rebound nearly cleared. It's into the slot. Gillis for Bassick. Bassick cross ice. Gillis on it. Gillis to Bassick. Bassick winding in. Out of the box, Valancourt, 5-on-4. Campbell, one-timer. Stopped by Hayden Jeffrey. And he'll hold on as Truby gets into it out front with Dimitro. Winds in, goes to Connor Hunt. Hunt. Skating in, Connor Hunt fires a shot. It gets blocked. It comes back to Richter. A minute gone of the second penalty. The call to Tuin. Chadwick back up top for Richter. Richter for Chadwick. Fires a shot blocked by Valancourt. Now in the corner, Richter back with it for Chatham. Richter for Hunt. Hunt skating in. Connor Hunt drops it back for Carter Chadwick. Chadwick for Hunt, little bit of space, leaves for Richter. Richter going to the goal. He gets blocked on his pass. Falcons are out to center, shorthanded. Petrovsky for Hibbert, flies by Chadwick. Hibbert scores! Dallas Hibbert, a shorthanded goal, and the Falcons extend the lead. It's 4-1 St. Catharines. 5:15 into the second period. Now it'll be played off the wall. Up at the line, Van Netten. Cross ice. McChesney after it. Hibbert lays the body. McChesney towards Zanuto. Now Ferguson. Ferguson leaves. Van Netten throws it down low. Tipped on goal. McChesney whacking. Jeffrey a couple of big saves. Keeps it out. It'll be taken back by St. Catharines. Alex Forrest regroups. Forrest out to center. It'll be taken by Lowe. Cam Lowe speeding in. Low to the goal. Kick save to Blasi. He'll hold on to the rebound, and it's a penalty shot for Cam Lowe. Signal given to Lowe. He picks it up at center. Stays mostly down the middle. Now into the slot. Lowe makes a move. Stopped by DeBlasi. DeBlasi going into the corner to exchange words with Lowe there. And a big stop from the Chatham netminder to keep it a 3-goal game. Blaine Bassick for Jackson for Chase Smith. He'll fire it out to center. Matheson slows it up. His cross-ice pass cut by Muty. Now back in Poirier. Poirier a shot blocker save. Gannon Hunter. And Forche Smith gets hammered down low. He is in a heap of pain below the goal line. Matheson getting into it with a Falcon in there. I believe it was Poirier that delivered the hit. Forche Smith is down to the ice. Now back onto his knees here, but he's shaken. Off the draw, Maroons control. Ferguson over the blue line. McChesney giving chase. Here's Valancourt back on it. Valancourt off the wall. Duplessis force it out to center. It's Harris down the wing. Marcus Harris, toe drag, pass out front, and they score! What a move by Harris. He finds Ali Mustafi, and he makes no mistake. It's back-to-back games of the goal for Mustafi, and the Falcons lead it big. Off the face-off, Falcons control. Hibbert at the line. Hibbert sends a pass. Gets the return feed up top. Goes to Lowe. Lowe, cross ice, skating in Mustafi. Hibbert a shot, pad save. Rebound, big stop by DeBlasi. And he holds on. And now a penalty coming up to Forche Smith for cross-checking at the side of the goal. In the corner. A hit laid there by Truby. Falcons come out to center. They've got numbers. It's Petrovsky with Moore and Gualteri. Petrovsky, pad save to Blasi. Face-off will go to the right of Jeffrey. It'll be Richter lining up for the face-off with Petrovsky. Draw one by Richter. Comes back to Connor Hunt. Hunt at the blue line. Sends a pass. Richter skating in. Shooting! Scores! 8 seconds. All it takes for the Chatham power play to strike. It's Dylan Richter finding the back of the net. It's his 13th of the playoffs, and it's a 5-2 game. Forche Smith sends it out to center. It's Campbell. Campbell speeding in over the blue line. He goes down. That's going to be a penalty. So tripping the call, and Chatham is going to go right back to the power play here. Hunt peels away from the pressure. Into the corner for Edgar. Eamon Edgar, cross ice Richter. Richter into the slot, plays it down low. LaChance tried to go 5-hole. A couple of saves by Jeffrey. Now a third as the puck comes into the corner. Chadwick lost his stick. LaChance takes a hit. Chadwick back on it. Penalty coming up here. Chadwick throws it out front. It's touched up by Hibbert. Slashing the call. And Chatham will get 1 minute and 11 seconds on a 5-on-3 here. Late in the second period. Richter down for Chadwick. Chadwick into the slot. Hunt throws it out front, misses the net. Richter tried to hold. Pressure coming. Chadwick down for LaChance. Has Edgar open. Cross ice. Got tied up. Puck comes back. Here's Richter. Richter into the corner. Chadwick back on it. Chadwick into the slot. Drops it back. Connor Hunt. Back for Chadwick. Chadwick. Slap shot. Scores! Carter Chadwick. A power play goal. And the Maroons are back to within 2. It's a 5-3 game. Off the face-off, Falcons control. Hibbert off the glass. At the line, Van Netten. It'll be poked by Dewar. Dewar coming in with Duplessis. Dewar, cross-ice pass, cut by Richter. Campbell the other way for Gillis. It's knocked down and sent down the ice by Moore, who took a hit from Truby at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the second period. Muty sends a feed over onto the far side. Comes up to Forrest. Forrest takes a shot, blocked in traffic. Puck is loose. It'll go to the corner. Now Gates. Gates at the line off the pass from Muty. Forrest sends a feed. Gets the return pass up top. Gates winding in. Shooting! Glove save. Sammy DeBlasi. And he holds on. Hunt gets stripped of the puck. Petrovsky goes cross ice. Here's Forrest. Forrest over the blue line. Van Netten's on it. Ryan Van Netten through to center. It's knocked down in the neutral zone by Alex Forrest. Here's Duplessis. Duplessis into the corner, a shot. Save de Blasi, and they score! St. Catharines goes back up 3 with 3 seconds left of the power play. Nathan Duplessis, a shot from the corner that found its way through. At the line, skates in, goes to Richter. Richter, a shot blocked by Gualteri. Wheeling in, Richter back for Hunt, shooting, blocked there. Loose puck in the slot, that's gonna be a penalty. Matheson down, de Blasi trying to play it ahead. Chadwick looking to just turn it over. It's touched up by Gualteri. Matheson in pain heading to the bench, cross-checking the call. And so Chatham will go to a 5-on-3 here. So an early timeout for the Maroons, 12:28 left in the third period. They've got a 5-on-3 chance for 48 seconds, down by 3 goals. This is a huge spot to try to get 1, maybe 2, and get back into this game. It comes to Hunt. Connor Hunt for Carter Chadwick. Now Richter, cross ice, tried to get it back to Chadwick. Here's Hunt for Richter, for Chadwick! He scores! Great puck movement on the power play, and Carter Chadwick has his second power play goal of the night. It's 6-4. Slips by there, Forrest. Big hit laid by Forche Smith. No arm up on the play. Falcons are livid after Moore got hit hard in the corner. Truby back up to the line for Harding. Harding back for Truby. Into the slot, Chadwick. Backhand shot gets blocked. Dewar forces it ahead. Petrowski gets it out to center. Dewar down the wing. Trayson Dewar trying to beat Forche Smith. That shot stopped by de Blasi, and they score! A loose puck in the crease, and the Falcons able to bury it. It's the captain, Cam Lowe, and it's 7-4, St. Catharines. So St. Catharines up by 3. Everybody off the bench for the Falcons in to look at this play, getting drawn up by head coach Tyler Bealby. They are trying to limit the Maroons here, up by 3 goals with 4:25 left in the third period. And we'll see if the Falcons can hold the Maroons at bay. Van Netten on it. De Blasi still in the crease for Chatham. Edgar, now to Matheson. Matheson to Van Netten. Cross ice for Bassick. Bassick in. Edgar in the slot. He scores! Eamon Edgar finds the back of the net with 3:36 to go in the third period. And it's a 7-5 game. Edgar's 6th of the playoffs. Tuin loses it. Van Netten centers. Moore with possession. Moore skating it out to the neutral zone. Moore empty net in his sights, and he buries it. William Moore hits the empty net, has some words for Carter Chadwick on his way by. And St. Catharines makes it an 8-5 game with 25 seconds left in the third period. And the officials trying to separate Moore as he exchanges words with the Maroons bench. And the St. Catharines Falcons have evened up the series at 2 games aside. They came back home and got the job that they needed to do done. An 8-goal explosion here in Game 4. Goals from Trayson Dewar, Trent Gates, Ali Mustafi, Nathan Duplessis, Dallas Hibbert, Cam Lowe, Sam Muni, and William Moore. 8 on the board for St. Catharines. They win this game 8-5. And the series sits at 2-2 ahead of Game 5 tomorrow night in Chatham.
I think we did a great job in the first period, gaining an early lead. It's very important, at home, getting back in the series, and I thought we did a great job getting off on the right foot. I think I just had a burst of energy at the end when I was on my shift there, and Petro made a great pass to me and tried to beat the guy wide. Snuck it 5-hole, that's really it. I mean, it was an important goal for sure, but I think how we responded after that and throughout the game, the rest of the second period and into the third, that's what really mattered, and that's what got us the win tonight for all of us.
I think our effort, starting on time, obviously, we struggled a bit and Chatham's a good team, so you let them get going early. They'll put the puck in the net, and just starting on time and playing a full 60 is what we need to do, and we think every time we do that, we'll win the game. Bit of like a table tennis match, honestly, like back and forth. Like tonight, obviously, we started off early and we kept our lead throughout the whole game, but throughout the other games, like there hasn't been many lead changes, but the goals have been back and forth, and just take control early and just play our game.
It's definitely been a back and forth series to start so far. I think we had a bit of a slow start today, which didn't help us at all. And other than that, I think we've been showing a lot of really good things. Obviously, we know we can put the puck in the net. It just comes down to keeping it out. And we've seen when we've done that, we've been very successful. So, I think we know the kind of game we can play, and we just got to stick to that for all 60 minutes, and that'll help us out a lot. Yeah, obviously, it's really nice that we can put that one behind us quick and focus on tomorrow already. Obviously, playoffs, games come quick, but I think we're prepared. It's nice that we're at home tomorrow night. I don't have to worry about the long bus trip. So, should be a good one tomorrow.
They came ready to play. Got a couple calls early, and they capitalized on it. I thought they capitalized on their chances. We couldn't get any bounces. We couldn't get much going, and that's what happened.
What is your disappointment or frustration level right now, given what happened?
Frustrated. We're frustrated.
How do you erase this one quickly and get back at it tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, 2-2 series, best of 3?
You got to show up at Sutherland Cup finals. If you're not ready, then don't know why you're here.
Is that your biggest challenge tonight? You feel like the guys didn't come out ready from puck drop?
I thought our guys took a couple shifts off, but when we were on, we were on. I thought we hemmed them in the third period pretty good. A couple calls went their way, a couple calls went our way, and that's the story of the game.
What were the challenges tonight from your perspective?
I think the challenges were, got to say, discipline. Yep, bounce back game in our barn, need our fans being loud, and need some things going our way.
I mean, that's a heck of a hockey game between both teams. Chatham didn't go away, so I loved our resilience. I mean, there was times where we could have folded a lot of 5-on-3s. Thought we did a real good job trying to soak those pucks on the penalty kill. They got one through that was real nice, but our guys really got back to what made us successful in Game 2 in our own zone. But that first 5 minutes was everything. It's what we put on the board. So when they all walked into the arena today, making sure we're ready for that first 5 minutes, and we did. I thought we were the better team in that first 5 minutes, and that allowed us to get some momentum and go. And we just followed that same procedure the next 2 periods. First 5 minutes are important. Make sure we're ready, and I thought we started all 3 periods the right way. Well, it's going to be really critical if we keep having to have 5-on-3s in games and sending guys to the box all night. Like, that seems to be what's happening right now. The last couple of games, there's been a lot of penalties called. So special teams is going to be really important if we can't clean it up. But we need to clean it up. That we made it too tight. We need to stay out of that box. I was happy with the team. There wasn't retaliatory penalties. It was stick penalties, right? Getting stuck in skates and tripping penalties. And we can control that. We did a great job controlling the after whistle stuff. We just need to make sure we keep our sticks out of their skates. What's so interesting about a series is like human adrenaline and where it comes from. And down 2-1 in this series, at home, these boys knew they couldn't drop tonight. So whether it was the power play, whether it was our D zone, whether it was bearing on our chances, they just had a little extra with them today because we're in a series. Chatham is a very good offensive team, and they're here for a reason. The truth is they're the best offensive team we've seen this year, and we're just so happen to be seeing them in the Sutherland Cup final. So we're adjusting to our D zone, and at least it wasn't 7 tonight. But what I'm happy with as a coach is we scored 8, and there's been a lot of talk about how we're just running around and hitting, and so I'm happy that our boys showed a lot of people tonight that they can make plays and score pretty goals, or they can get some ugly goals with traffic in front. However, we have to get it done.
Do you feel like that narrative changes now, given the way tonight played out?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we got 2 great teams. We probably shouldn't be too concerned about that. To your point, we don't know what's going to happen next, so we just got to be ready to play, get some good sleep, and make sure that we don't give up what we accomplished tonight by not being ready to start on time tomorrow. It was beautiful. He saw an opportunity, jumped in the rush, and we talked about winning the first 5 minutes of the second period. That shorty allowed us to win the first 5 minutes of the second period. Great pass. I think it was by Petro, Calvin Petrosky, in the pregame. So his timing was just enough to let Dallies beat that guy wide. But we let Dallies put up that 14th puck on the wall today. But it wasn't because of that goal. Dallies Hibbert is the definition of a hockey player. The way he prepares, the way he treats people around him. It's the last one off the ice in practice. He does all the extras. He treats his body, the way it's supposed to be treated. When I'm old and gray, I will remember Dallas Hibbert for the man he is. And that's why I'm really glad that he got to put that puck on the wall, score that goal tonight, and that you guys chose to talk to him, because nobody deserves it more.